Welcome back to the CSG Engineering Society YouTube CAD video series. We're going to go over how to model a pawn piece using the revolve tool. Before we begin, I'm going to just show you a quick overview of all of the steps that we'll be taking. So you're going to start with a half sketch, then you're going to revolve it, then we're going to apply an edge blend. Okay. At the bottom right, you'll notice an engineering sketch. This is dimensionally fine, so all of the dimensions are correct. The issue is that the drawing doesn't follow standard. So for example, where it says 3 fillets, that's incorrect. So don't use this sketch as a reference. Open a new file and give it a good name, and then we can begin. So click over here, sketch, and click on front plane and press OK. And then what we will do is we will now create the lines now, okay? So we're going to create the base now. So click on the origin, go out a bit, continue on here diagonally. Then we're going to create the arc using the 3-point method. And we're going to try to not add any relations, okay? Don't add relations. Like so, 3-point arc. And then we're going to create a line. Like so. And then we're going to use the center arc. Start from the center line over here. Click on this point over here. And then click on the center line again. Okay. Now we're going to dimension it. Actually, yeah, we're going to dimension it now. So this value over here, so the length of this line over here, this is going to be half of 20, and so it's going to be 10. The height value of this line from the horizontal line is going to be 3. The height value of this point from the horizontal line is going to be 27. Okay, if any lines mess up at this, just delete them and you can draw them back in again, okay, later. Just make sure to move this arc up a bit, and then you can recreate your line again. Like so, okay? Horizontally, this point is half of 24 away from the center line, which is 12. As for this arc has the radius of 18 millimeters. And this arc, so for this arc, this point has a distance of half of 12. So it's going to be 6. What else is left? Oh, the height of this point. So from this point to this point over here, this is going to be... So from this point to this point over here, this is going to be 27. Okay. Now this line, so from this point to this point over here, it's going to be half of 5, so 2.5. Okay. Now as for the vertical height of this line, it will be fixed when we fix the arc over here, okay? As for this arc has a radius of half of 12, so 6. And as for the height of this point over here, this point and this line over here, the height is 41. And this line, so this curve and this curve, they should be perpendicular if it isn't already. Okay. So because mine was already black, I'm assuming that it already is automatically perpendicular. Okay, and you'll notice that all of the lines over here are all black now, so it's all fully defined. Now we need to close our sketch from here to here. Line, start here, and end there. There we go, our sketch is fully defined. Finish, and use the revolve tool. If it asks you to specify a point on this line. So you can select here, or even here at the origin. There you go. Click OK. And then use the edge blend, or fillet. Give it a radius of 0.8. And then select this line, sorry, this edge, and this edge. Like so. Perfect. So I just want to show you, you could have revolved by drawing the full sketch of the pawn piece. You could have revolved using the whole shape, and you could revolve it either 180 degrees or 360 degrees. It would have worked. The problem with doing that though is you would have had to dimension everything twice. So you would have had to dimension this line being a certain height and a certain distance away from the center line. Same for this arc over here. You need to do another couple set of dimensioning, and that's just really long. What you can just do, because you know it's symmetrical, you can just use the mirror tool. You can click on these lines and then just mirror. If you really wanted to have a full sketch like that. Okay, so just, yeah. Okay, and finish. That's fine. Press OK, that's fine. No. And for revolve, just if you need to fit to revolve, just right click it, edit with rollback, and we're just going to tell it to revolve by 180 degrees instead. That's it. Perfect. Oh, we need to get rid of this edge blend over here and reapply it. Edge blend, select this edge over here and this edge, this edge over here and here, this edge over here and here. Perfect. Thank you.